Hello, everyone. Welcome to Citron Cooperman Quick Talks. I'm Harry Carpenter, the co-practice leader for our Cannabis Advisory Services. I'm here with Renata Serban. She is a county manager. Both Renata and I are working out of our Livingston office. Um, I wanted to take a minute, Renata, to sort of chat with you. As you know, it's application season in New Jersey. So you and I have been busy. There's a lot of excitement. In December, the CRC of New Jersey opened up the application round to accept license applications for manufacturing and cultivators. And here we are in early March, and all of a sudden, March 15th is around the corner, and the New Jersey CRC is accepting dispensary applications. So really exciting time. We know that the applicants have been working really hard for a long time preparing for this dispensary application opening. Lots of our clients have been forming their teams, building their brand, getting their business plan together, pulling together their professional service partners, and all the logistics that go into the application. So I don't know. I feel there's a little bit of stress and a lot of excitement this time of the year here in New Jersey. I'm wondering how you feel.
Thank you, Harry. Well, definitely, this is the final step for many applicants. March 15, they're looking at it as a new year, so to say. But at the same time, many applicants are forgetting that it's also a tax filing deadline, so to say. And many businesses were formed last year in 2021, which most likely there is a requirement that the tax return needs to be filed. And I noticed that many applicants are forgetting about it. And it's very important to know that the March 15 is a tax filing deadline for partnerships.
That's a great point. We're sort of getting it from both sides right now, right? It's application season, it's tax season. And, you mentioned the March 15th deadline. That is the deadline for partnerships. But many of our clients have formed as LLCs, and they may or may not be aware that when you go to file your tax return, you can elect to be taxed as a partnership, or you could be elect to be taxed as a C corp. And either option will allow you to maintain your LLC legal status. But you're right. If you are filing as a partnership, that tax return is due March 15th. If you're filing as a corp, that tax return is due 4/15. And as you indicated, the applications clearly indicate that you have to assert and attest to the CRC that you are fully compliant with all your tax filings. So if an entity was formed last year, there's a good chance that they might have a filing requirement on the same day as the application series opens in New Jersey.
That is correct. And it's very important to be current with the tax filings. And if for some reason companies cannot meet the deadline and file a tax return on March 15, there's always an extension that the people can file. And most important is to really either file the actual return or file the extension, but not to forget the compliance with the IRS.
Right. And you know what, Renata, it's not only the entity who's applying for the license, right? The CRC expects that all the business owners that are attached to that license are also compliant with their tax filing requirements. So, 1040 returns are due April 15th. That's not too far away either.
That is correct. This is very important that everyone that associated with the application, business entity, and the business owners, all of them must be current with the tax filings. And the personal tax returns are due April 15. Again, extension is always an option. The extension allows you to file taxes in October, and extension for partnerships allows you to file taxes in September. These are always an option, but it's important to follow the IRS guidance that needs to be done on time.
That makes sense, Renata. So, it's not that the entities and the owners have to file their tax returns by March 15th or April 15th, but at the very least, they have to file for an extension. And by filing for that extension by either deadline, they will maintain their compliance in the eyes of the IRS. and they could honestly assert that they are in compliance, even if the tax return is not filed yet, because they have filed for the extension for 6 months.
That is correct.
Okay, so what it sounds like to me, Renata, is it's an exciting time. It's application season, but we're here as the accounting firm to remind everybody that it's also tax season, and there are requirements. And I just want to reemphasize what you said earlier, that there's lots of clients that might not feel that they have a tax filing requirement. They're not operational yet. They have not received their license yet. They haven't, in regards to the dispensaries, they have not even filed for their application yet, right? The series hasn't opened. So with that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a tax filing requirement. So in that regard, have a conversation with your CPA firm, let them know when your business was formed, how many members you have, and have the conversation to make sure that you're not missing this one, because I got a feeling in a competitive environment with the CRC, if you are not compliant with your tax filing requirements, it is not going to be a positive impact on your application.
That is correct.
Great. Renata, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time on Citrin Cooperman Quick Talks.
Thank you.